Wait. Oh, is that it? But before we find out if that's actually the gap, I've got to shout out the red...
Don't care. Hello everyone, my name is Zerionics, and today we'll be reacting to... I invested the end rings in hardcore Minecraft. They're real. As a former Minecraft speedrunner, I have to see this. This looks really cool.
So apparently this is what the end dimension looks like. And that little dot in the middle is the entire Dragon Island. What the hell? Well, I don't believe it. So today we're going to become an astronaut and explore these hypothetical rings. And if they are real, I'm going to be the...
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that exoplanet located 500 light years away from Earth, right? And... it's called J1407b, or there's another name I forgot. I'm just gonna put the name here. It starts with V or something. I don't know. But yeah, that is really cool. When my friends showed me that, I was mind blown. I was like, wow, this is real? This is way bigger than Saturn rings, man.
First person to visit 100 rings in hardcore Minecraft. So, step 1, we're gonna need a crazy amount of elytras because if this is true, we're gonna have to travel millions of blocks. And of course, there's only one place to get elytras. Let's go.
Yep.
There we go. Elytra number 1. Bang. Elytra number 2. Okay.
You could just get mending. Why are you getting several elytras? Unless... it's probably because he's gonna be spending a lot of time in the end city, so he's really not gonna be able to get XP to repair his elytra. So okay, fair enough. I guess
this one should be elytra number 4.
Oh wow, that's a lot of elytras.
All right, that's now...
what was that? Okay, I think that was just diversion.
All right, that's now 8 elytras.
8 elytras. Wait. Whoa.
And there we go.
How many
With
elytras
this one
are you getting?
we now have 16 elytras.
16 elytras? Is it the same distance as the Farlands? Like, what's going on? You need 16 elytras?
It should be enough as long as we turn them into these really OP elytras
okay, he does
with
have
Unbreaking
mending.
3 and Mending. So for this, we need to head back to the
all
base.
you need
and whilst I'm flying, this
elytra.
is the Reddit post that started this.
Whoa, this actually looks so trippy. This doesn't look real, man. But it looks so freaking cool.
Entire video idea. Basically, this guy claimed this is what the end dimension actually looks like, with random rings everywhere. Well, I don't know if I believe that, to be honest. So the only way to find out if Obvious Click is telling the truth is to actually go and see these rings for myself. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I just realized I've been flying the wrong way the entire time.
Oh my god.
That is great. All right, so to get these books, we're gonna need a
lot
bunch of our emeralds. Then we're also gonna need some regular books. Okay, now we need to find our mending guy, which I have no idea. 20 years, Frostwalker,
area to enslave villagers.
Let's go. So we'll just buy a bunch of these. Okay, we need 3 more mending books, but he's expired. So where is our Unbreaking 3 guy?
We're surviving.
Yeah, actually, I think I killed my Unbreaking 3 guy. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through the painful process of getting a new guy. Okay, one of you guys can give me Unbreaking 3, please. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Okay, whoever gives me Unbreaking 3 will get to live. The other one will be murdered. So it's up to you guys.
This guy's on hardcore mode, so
I
can't
don't
even go
mind.
to Korean mode.
These guys really don't want to live.
Oh my god.
Just give me Unbreaking 3. What the... I actually hope nothing but bad things happens to these guys.
Power 3?
At this rate, flying millions of blocks is going to be faster than doing this. What the hell? Maybe it's a conspiracy theory. They don't want me to see the end rings. Come on to you guys.
Classified. Wow. How many attempts? I mean, Unbreaking 3. Isn't that like less than 1% chance of getting it, because there are over like what 100 enchantments and you're gambling 1 out of how many enchantments there are in the directory. Okay, nice. Finally.
Yes. Oh my god, I nearly broke the lectern. Finally. Yes.
Oh my
god. All of them.
Yeah, it's just
there we go.
Lot of them.
All right, you're both dying.
Wow.
Yep. You deserve that. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to...
You kill your Unbreaking 3 guy, and now you're gonna kill the one you just... Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
do like In future again. Let's just forget about that. I'm not lying. That took 25 minutes. Minecraft might actually not want me to discover these end rings. But I need to know if they're real. So let's grab our last few mending books, make our OP elytras, and move on to step 2, which of course is the firework rockets. And if my calculations are correct, we need 410 stacks of the best rockets in the game. Yeah, if these rings aren't real, I'm going to be annoyed. But anyway, I'm just going to go round my world and scavenge because I know I've got rockets pretty much everywhere.
How many
like
blocks
in
do you
here, for example. These ones are probably left.
I know he's on hardcore and he's been playing hardcore for
quite some time. I've actually managed to scavenge
still.
quite a lot of rockets. We've got all of these full. We just need to fill up these ones.
First things first,
let's grab a bunch of sugarcane and turn this into paper. Okay, now we can head over to our OP gunpowder farm.
I thought that was literally a turd in the ear.
There should be a lot of gunpowder.
I think that's
in here.
netherrack.
Yes. Okay, so
that's
now
a lot
we
of
should be able
gunpowder.
to craft.
Where did you get all of these from? Every single chest contains at least a stack, and it's also full.
OP rockets.
Like I said, I know he's been playing hardcore for so long. But still, man.
Definitely not going to be enough paper.
That's a lot of gunpowder. I really wish we had a sugarcane
farm as good as that carrot farm.
Wow.
Wait a second.
Wow, that is a big farm.
Don't have a massive sugarcane farm, but I do have this automatic one, but it's broken. If we can somehow get this fixed, it should give us enough sugarcane to get the rockets. Yeah, right now it's really broken. Okay,
That's
we'll just
terrible.
grab this stuff, and I think we just need to rebuild this flying machine. All right, so this should be working now.
He's making a flying machine?
Yes. Let's go. So I spent the next 6.
That's actually a genius. How come I didn't do that in my other world? Recently, I played Cobblemon. It's basically Pokemon in Minecraft. And I didn't thought about that. Wow. Wow, I did not think of that. That is genius.
AFK in the farm, crafting loads of paper, and reading some of the Reddit post replies. Ironic yet fitting that the final dimension of Minecraft will be full of circles. Looks like J140.
Hey! I was right! I was right! Hey! Someone mentioned J1407b in this video! Oh my god! That's the planet! That's the image I showed earlier. That is really cool. Now, here's the thing. I wish NASA can take a photo of it, but it's located so far to the point where it's just gonna be so blurry to see the planet or like the rings itself. So it's kind of unfortunate. But hey, we got a black hole image. So yeah.
7B. Whoa, that's sick. How many blocks out does that first gap start? Well, Harani, I'm gonna find out. All right, so there we go. All of these shulker boxes are now filled with flight duration 3 rockets. So that should be more than enough, which means we can now move on to step 3, the final prep before we leave on our journey. And I think one of the most important things we can bring is definitely...
I definitely think in hardcore Minecraft, a lot of people are probably going to be using undying totems because it's a hardcore world, and if you die once, it's like real life. You die once, you cannot respawn. You know?
An ender chest filled with all of these rockets, just so we have a lot more inventory space. Okay, so we've got pearls, we've got obsidian, and now...
Where did you get obsidian
We just need some blaze powder.
Let me guess, he has one stack of blaze powder.
Ender, and there we go. We've got our ender chests. Our food is already sorted because...
What? The chest is fucking... What?
We've got golden carrots. But now the next thing we need is probably something you won't be expecting. We need some redstone. And to make it, we also need some iron.
Okay,
now we should be able to make compasses. There we go. And now if we surround these compasses in paper, we can make a bunch of maps. Because if these end rings do actually exist, I want to capture at least some of them on a map. Okay, that should be all the map stuff we need. Okay, and now the final thing we need before we start our journey is going to be the thing that hopefully enables us to get back without having to fly all the way back. But I'm going to leave this as a big surprise as I'm not sure it'll even work. Come on,
He has a farm in the end world.
So now that our ender chest is fully sorted, we're finally ready to move on to step 4, the actual journey.
Alright, the actual end rings video. Come on.
Here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to fly straight through here.
Okay.
And we are flying. Let's go.
Here we go,
As you can
guys.
see, we're going in the positive X direction, and we're just going to have to be really smart with our rockets. So it's time to find out if these end rings actually exist, or if obvious click 5542 is lying. I really hope he's not lying.
Okay, here we go. This is sick though. This is a sick video.
Okay, we've just hit 10,000 blocks.
10,000
and I'm just looking at the Reddit post. This gap here is meant to start at 370,000 blocks.
Holy.
So, yeah, we've got a long way to go. So I think now is about the time we should start trying to conserve our rockets and fly the most efficient way possible. And to do this, we're going to fly straight up in the air. And I'm just going to press the rocket every time it runs out. And we should be able to get loads and loads of height. And then once we get to about 10,000 blocks, I'll show you the next step of the plan.
Holy.
All right, there we go. We're at 10,000 blocks in the air. So now we just need to switch our pitch forward to 25. And that's like the optimum angle for us to glide down forwards. And we need to make sure our yaw is on -90. So we're like lined up really straight. Okay, there we go. That should do. So now we're gliding at the perfect angle. All we need to keep an eye on is our elytra health. And whilst I'm doing that, guys, make sure to like the video. Because if these end rings are real, this will be the first time anyone's been to them in hardcore Minecraft. And we want as many people as possible to see these end rings.
Yes.
Okay, we're about to have to change our elytra out,
I'm one of the viewers. Oh.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, here we are. We're pretty much just about to land. We are now at 92,000 blocks.
Wow.
But according to this picture and this guy that says he made it to the first gap, we're only a quarter of the way through this layer. Oh my god.
That's
the
gonna
end
take a
is
while.
absolutely massive. But whilst we were in the air, I did some calculations and I know the exact amount of heights, rockets, and elytras that we need to make it to the first gap. But before we do it, I just need to repair these elytras. This is why mending is so important.
Oh, you could just kill Enderman. I completely forgot Enderman exists.
Come on, Enderman. Come to me.
Normally in mod packs, sometimes the end world or the end city have like ores, but I was like, that's not in the vanilla Minecraft. You can actually mine those to repair your stuff back with mending, but since this is vanilla Minecraft, he has to kill Enderman, which is the optimal way. The way he's doing it right now.
That's all the elytras repaired.
That's
now
very
let's
optimal.
fly 38,000 blocks in the air. Oh, this is going to take a while.
Finger is really
And now
hurting.
we can go at that 25-degree angle again. That should do. And if my calculations are correct, we're going to be flying like this for about 2 hours now. But as long as these end rings are real, I'm going to be pretty happy.
Okay, come on.
Let's go. We're 100,000 blocks away from the Dragon Island. That is absolutely mental.
Oh my god, so far!
Okay, there we are. We're over 200,000 blocks, which is just over halfway
I'm not even
through
doing this, but
yeah, I
I
really
feel
hope
exhausted
these end
just
rings are
look
real
at the
and I haven't
numbers,
just
man.
blown all this way
Holy.
for nothing. That would be
200,000
really annoying.
blocks? Oh my god.
So according to the Toaster 0000,
270,000.
we are now very close to the first gap.
Okay,
So I'm
here we
going to
go.
fly like straight down just because I want to see when it actually starts. Oh my god. There is stuff beneath us. Oh my god, we're still so high. So apparently these end islands are about to stop. I don't know if that's going to happen. I guess we'll find out. Oh my
here we
god. go. If I've flown all this way, I'm going to be really annoyed.
Yeah.
Surely it's real. There's no way it could be not real. Any second now, it should happen.
Oh? Oh?
Wait,
Oh?
is that it? But before we find out if that's actually the gap, I've got to shout out the red...
Don't care. Is it real?
Wait. Is that it? What the hell?
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's literally just void. It's like a straight line.
Oh my god, look! The edges are cut off!
Oh my god, that's sick. Look at that.
It is
What the
300
hell? So this is the edge of that first disc.
Oh my god.
I've literally played Minecraft for over 12 years.
Guys, let me know in the comments. Is the end rings cool or the Farlands is cool? Let me know. Personally, I think the Farlands is more unique and more somewhat mysterious. Like, it's more like a lost media thing. I kind of like the Farlands. End rings are still cool though. Not gonna lie to you.
And I did not know this existed. How did I not know that? This is crazy. Wait, maybe if we fly far enough this way, we can see it like kind of turn. Oh my god, look, yeah. It turns there. So it's literally going to be in the shape of a ring. That's sick.
so
The end
cool.
dimension has rings. And we haven't even got to the first one
insane.
yet. This is like the center ring. I'm not going to count it as a ring. Okay, here we go. I want to do on maps now. So I'm just going to put ender chest down. Get our map stuff out. Just do that. Okay, so we can see the straight line on the map. Now, if we use the cartography table, we can extend the map. So like that. Yes.
Oh, you can do that?
Make it bigger again.
I don't really use the cartography
Whoa.
table. What we
Okay,
call
that's
it.
the biggest you can get it. Okay, now I'm going to fly down the edge of this and try and map out the edge of this ring. And there we go. We've captured the start of the gap on this map. That looks really cool. So we'll keep that in there. And whilst I was flying, I saw this guy's video where he got to the first ring in creative mode at 524,000 blocks.
Oh my God.
So it's about 150,000 blocks across this gap. So we need to repair these elytras. Gonna fly straight up again, and then we'll get gliding. So
props to him for doing hardcore mode. Like, investigating the end rings in hardcore mode. That's actually very impressive. I'm not going to lie to you.
we now know obvious click was telling
Like I said,
the truth.
I don't got the
I don't think
patience
that's
for
a
this.
picture. I think it's like some kind of render or something. But I'm literally going to be the first person to see these rings in hardcore Minecraft. Oh, that looks
There
so
you go.
cool from above. Okay, let's get to about 20,000 blocks and then we'll hopefully glide over this gap. Okay, I think this will be a good point to glide from. So let's angle it 25 degrees.
Okay.
And now we're just casually gliding over a 150,000 block gap in the end. That is kind of scary. Oh my God.
Oh!
Okay, I've been doing some more research, and according to everything online, the first ring should be popping up any second now. And we are severely running out of height, so I hope it does. We've literally been flying over the void for about an hour. It's got to appear soon. Come on. Don't tell me I'm stranded. Let's go! The first ring!
Oh my
God.
God!
This is sick.
This is real.
Whoa. So, all that time flying, and we are now only here on that image. Ow!
Oh God.
Oh my God. I want to be killed by an Enderman. What? There's end cities out here. That's sick. That's really cool.
yeah,
We're literally like
I'm not
half a million
surprised.
blocks away from the Dragon Island, and there's still end cities. Diamonds?
Ooh,
I'll take
diamonds.
that. Okay, I think I've decided I'm going to take a screenshot with each ring I visit, so that when we've been to 100, we can look back on them all. We'll keep the quads up. Bang. Screenshot. And now, of course, we'll do our map thing, repair our elytras, and start flying to ring number 2. And thanks to this graph that I got from Ant Venom's video, we can see where each of the rings start, meaning we can just fly up and glide straight from ring to ring. But before we do that, let's just test the graph is actually right. This ring should end at 642,000 blocks.
Oh my God, it's a elytra.
All right, we're coming up at 642,000.
Whoa.
Does it stop? Let's go! The graph is right.
That
is the end of this ring. So we can now trust the graph, and we know the next ring is at 740,000 blocks.
Oh,
so I'll see
so
you when we get
far,
there.
man.
So as we speak, I'm now flying over this gap here. And I found out by watching some YouTube videos that getting to this second ring is like the furthest anyone's ever been in survival or creative. And we're about to get way past that in hardcore.
Oh my
Okay, here we are, approaching 740,000 blocks out. Come on,
in
ring
hardcore
2.
Minecraft as well.
It's definitely here, right? Yes, there we go. Ring number 2. I'm going to take our second screenshot here. So that's 2 out of the 100 rings completed. And anything after this point is basically unknown as far as YouTube goes. So let's quickly get these elytras repaired. And now I think I'm just going to fly straight to the third ring. So we'll go up to around 20,500 blocks in the air, and then we'll just glide straight there. Also, one crazy thing about this journey so far is when we were at 97,000 blocks traveled, the world size was already like 6 gigabytes. And now it's over 20 gigabytes.
20 gigabytes.
All right, everything's looking good. And I think whilst I'm gliding here, I'm going to look for a space texture pack. Because not going to lie, it kind of feels like I'm exploring space for the very first time.
Oh, okay. Editing goes hard.
Oh, that looks so cool. It looks like something out of Star Wars. There we go. Ring number 3. Let's take a screenshot. All right, you guys know the process by now.
God.
So I'm just going to follow the graph and make some serious progress.
This is probably the coolest
ring
Minecraft video I've
4.
watched. I'm
and
not
this
going
is
to
the
lie to
first
you.
ring
This
that
is
is
the
over
coolest
1 million
by far.
blocks from the Dragon Island. Ring 5. Here we are at ring number 6.
That's
Lucky
nuts.
ring number 7. Oh, look, that's ring number 8. Wait,
What
this is
the
ring
hell?
number 9 though. So that means the next one is ring number 10. So we're now officially outside of this picture. And to be fair,
Ring
it's kind of
number
crazy
10.
we just got outside considering
his
we're
X coordinate.
1.65
Oh my
million blocks
God.
away from the Dragon Island
Millions.
now. But we've still got 90 more rings to visit. Oh my god. However, after repairing my elytras, I noticed a few things. Do you remember when I said my world size was at 20 gigabytes?
Yeah.
Well, now it's at 40.
Oh my god.
I think we should probably turn our render distance down. I'm going to put it
Yeah, just a
on
little.
12.
12, I
I've
used
also
to put
noticed
on
that the
12.
rings are
12 to
definitely
16.
getting closer together. For example, I'm going to have to fly about 80,000 blocks to get to ring 11. There we go, ring 11. And now to get to ring 12, I only had to fly 78,000 blocks. And that's ring 12. Very
Oh my
interesting. I wonder how small the gaps are at ring 100. Well, I was determined to find out. So I dedicated my weekend
Oh
to exploring
my
Minecraft's version
God.
of space, flying millions of blocks and taking off ring after ring after ring after ring until
know that's so
eventually
funny.
we're now at ring 42 and there's an end city right here. But
Hey, get
anyways,
the
the
elytra.
gap between rings is now only like 20,000 blocks. So one of these elytras basically lasts us 2 rings. Also, we've only used about 3 shulkers of rockets, so we've got loads left. Pretty much the only thing I'm concerned about is our plan for getting home, as if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to fly 5 million blocks back to the Dragon Island. And I really don't want to have to do that. But anyways, we're now getting to the point where we get to a new ring every 15 minutes or so. And not gonna lie, flying to these rings is getting a little boring.
It is
So
getting
I've added this
boring.
mod that enables me to dance. So if I do this,
I mean, you did the emojis, right?
I can
Wow.
literally do a backflip.
That is the slowest
What
backflip I've
the
seen.
heck?
Is he
What am I
twerking?
doing? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I
Oh.
basically just got this to make the pictures I take a bit more interesting. So, let me know which ones are your favorite out of the next 50 rings. Let's do this. This is going to be fun.
Millions of blocks and hours of flight, rocket powered wings, but no end
That's
in
a
sight.
lot of
Ring
rings.
after ring after ring after ring, and I'm starting to think there's no end in this thing with the dragon
Oh
slain
my
and the
God.
Elytra's flame. I thought I finally had the end dimension tamed, but with this new discovery, and my stupid ambition, finding all
my
these rings, and that's my
God.
only mission.
Okay, we're now
Are
over
you done?
5 million blocks away from the Dragon
Holy.
Island. And this is the 90th ring. Oh my god, we've been
90th
flying for
ring.
absolutely ages.
I'm
This
not.
has taken so long.
Oh, 10
Yeah, I
more
swear to
rings
god, my
to go.
exit method better work. But anyways, now the gap between each end island is only like 14,000 blocks. So doing the last 10 rings should be fairly easy.
Okay.
Come on. So as my 5 million block adventure drew to a close, I could safely say that I had explored the end dimension.
Yes.
And that it does
That's
indeed have
crazy.
rings. Or at least 100 of them. So finally, here we are, ring 100. Oh my god,
That's
I still
nuts.
can't believe the end actually looks like this. Okay, let's do this dance for our final screenshot. Let's go, we did it.
Yeah.
But now it's time to see if I'm going to be stranded here, because my exit strategy is going to involve any portal frames.
Can you imagine he can't get back? Imagine.
And just so you know, I got these in my illegal
Just
items video. So make sure to watch
imagine.
that if you haven't already. But hopefully this should work. Okay, so we put these in here. Come on, please. Yes! But before we jump...
Holy.
All right, let's grab this. And let's go!
Wow, he's actually back.
Let's go. We're back at our creeper farm. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video so more people find out about the end. And also watch this video next if you want to
That
see me
is
travel
so
to the world
cool.
border.
Wow, you know what? I have no words, man. This is probably the most like well-edited Minecraft video I've ever seen in my life. Well, I'm not gonna say it any longer. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on this video. And yes, I am out.